Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece from Res Obscura about the Sackler brothers' surprisingly early involvement with LSD research. It's a wild story, a real twist on their infamous legacy.
A wild twist indeed. I've always been captivated by the Sackler family's history, especially their role in the opioid crisis. But LSD? That's a completely unexpected angle. What's the core argument of this article?
Essentially, the article uses the Sacklers' early engagement with LSD research as a case study to illustrate how even well-intentioned, idealistic researchers can be swayed by the allure of power and profit. It's a cautionary tale, really. They were initially interested in finding new treatments for mental illness. A noble goal. But their involvement with LSD, and later their marketing of Valium and OxyContin, shows how that idealism can get distorted.
So they weren't directly involved in the development of LSD itself, right? It was more about their interest in its potential therapeutic applications?
Exactly. Raymond Sackler was present at one of the very first public presentations on LSD in the Western Hemisphere back in 1950. He and his brother, along with a collaborator, questioned the researcher, Dr. Max Rinkel, about the drug's effects. The article even includes a page from the Q&A transcript. It's incredible to see this historical record.
Wow, that's amazing. So what were their initial thoughts on LSD? Did they see it as a potential game changer?
Well, it seems they saw it as potentially fitting into their broader research on hormonal imbalances as the root cause of mental illness. They were already working with insulin therapy and other treatments, and they saw LSD's effects as possibly related to their existing theories. It's a fascinating connection.
Interesting. But their later actions with Valium and OxyContin paint a very different picture. It seems their initial idealism was overshadowed by the potential for profit. Wasn't there a quote from Ezra Klein that the author uses to support this point?
Absolutely. The author quotes Ezra Klein discussing the potential dangers of a financial land rush in the psychedelic therapy field. Klein highlights the low cost of producing psychedelics and the potential for exploitation, mirroring the Sacklers' trajectory. It's a chilling parallel, really.
It is. It's a sobering reminder that even in fields with the potential for immense good, the pursuit of profit can corrupt even the most well-intentioned efforts. The article also mentions the Sacklers' publication record on LSD in the late 1950s and early 1960s, right?
Yes, they did publish several studies on LSD. Their research ultimately supported their existing hypothesis about hormonal imbalances. But of course, that hypothesis turned out to be incorrect. It's a cautionary tale about the limitations of early research and the dangers of confirmation bias.
Right. The article really emphasizes the importance of considering the potential consequences of rapid publicity and financial incentives in any field, especially those involving powerful new technologies or treatments. It's a relevant point, given the current excitement surrounding AI and psychedelic therapies.
Precisely. The article ends by drawing a parallel between the Sacklers' story and the current landscape of AI research, highlighting the potential for similar pitfalls. It's a powerful message about the need for ethical considerations and responsible innovation. And that's a wrap for today's episode. Thanks for joining us on Tech Bytes and News. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into a fascinating and cautionary tale.
Bye-bye.